Why don't more infant formula companies use organic, grass-fed whole milk instead of skim? Why don't more infant formula companies use the latest breast milk science? Why don't more infant formula companies run their own clinical trials? Why don't more infant formula companies use more of the proteins found in breast milk? Why don't more infant formula companies have their own factories instead of outsourcing their manufacturing? We wondered the same thing. So we made ByHeart, a better formula for formula. Learn more at byheart.com.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
The challenge of the Yukon.
On King! On you Huskies!
The Wonder Dog King, swiftest and strongest of Eskimo lead dogs, blazes the trail through stormy...
Sergeant, King brought Frisky out of the cabin.
Good work, boy. I didn't see him. King came after me.
Frisky, are you all right? Oh, thank you, King, for saving him.
Jim, your foot.
He's quite badly hurt, Mary. You'd all better come over to my cabin.
There it goes. Our cabin.
All the fur's destroyed. I can't pay Crane.
Jed Crane was the wealthiest man in Dawson. He sat alone in his office that evening, and a frown deepened the wrinkles between his cold blue eyes as he added a column of figures.
3, 7, 12. Come in.
Can I see you a minute, Crane?
What do you want, Jake?
I just heard some news I thought might interest you.
Yep.
Jim Christie's cabin burned down this afternoon.
Jim Christie? What happened to them furs?
All of them burned. Nothing left at all. He said he intended to give them to you.
Yeah, full of rotten luck. I was sending after them tomorrow. You sure this ain't a trick? Maybe he hid him somewhere and started the cabin afire himself.
Oh, no, they was in there all right. Jim got hurt trying to get them out.
Yeah. I'll have to wait another year till he pays me what he owes me.